Welcome to The Explainer. We live in a world that's all about connection, right? But today, we're going to flip that on its head. We're diving into a philosophy that makes a pretty bold case for something else entirely, the profound value of being alone.
Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. The core idea here is that fitting in, being social, it comes at this absolutely massive cost. We're not talking about a little compromise here and there. No, the claim is that we're sacrificing a huge chunk of who we really are. So what exactly is this price we're paying? Let's break it down.
All right, so what's the big deal with other people anyway? Why is our source so critical of social life? Well, this first part really digs into that, arguing that the true cost of constantly being around others is way higher than we think.
Okay, so look at this. It's a pretty stark trade-off. On one side, you have what society asks of us. Just blend in, be agreeable, don't make waves, maybe even be a little commonplace and dull, and just go along with things. And the price for all that harmony? Well, that's the other side. It's a profound loss of self. It's denying who you are, losing your freedom, and basically sacrificing everything that makes you, well, you. It's a bad deal.
And the argument goes even deeper. It's not just that society asks for a lot. It's that it acts as this force that drags everyone down to the lowest common denominator, It's not lifting us up, it's leveling us. All those real, natural differences between us, in how we think, in our character, they get smoothed over and replaced by these artificial things, like status or fashion. In a system like that, being genuinely brilliant can actually be offensive, and mediocrity becomes the goal.
This image just nails the whole problem. Think of it like a set of scales. If you're someone who has a rich inner life, the things you might gain from society, being part of the crowd, they just don't measure up. The boredom, the frustrations, the constant self-editing, it all adds up. For anyone with real substance, the author argues, the social balance sheet almost always ends up in the red.
So that's a pretty bleak picture of social life, right? It kind of begs the question, if being with other people is such a losing game, where are we supposed to turn? Well, the author has a very clear answer, and that's where we're going next.
And here it is, the big alternative, solitude. But, and this is so important, we're not talking about it like it's some kind of punishment or emptiness. Far from it. This philosophy completely reframes being alone as a state of power, of peace, and most of all, of freedom. We're shifting gears from criticizing the outside world to celebrating the inner one.
Okay, we absolutely have to get this distinction straight. The author is not praising loneliness. Loneliness is that awful, painful feeling that you need other people and don't have them. What we're talking about is solitude, and solitude is the complete opposite. It's the freeing, powerful realization that you don't actually need anyone else to be complete. Loneliness is a void. Solitude is about being full, just by yourself.
This line is everything. It really gets to the heart of the whole philosophy. From this point of view, freedom isn't just about being able to do what you want out in the world. Real, true freedom is the ability to be 100% authentically yourself, away from the demands and judgments of others. And you can only really find that and learn to love it when you're alone.
So solitude has this kind of 1-2 punch of benefits. Think of it like this. On offense, it gives you the space to actually be with yourself, to hear your own thoughts without all the noise. But it also plays defense. It acts like a shield, protecting you from all that negative, draining stuff from society we were just talking about. So it's not just about what you gain, it's also about what you avoid. It's a win-win.
All right, so we're sold. Solitude is valuable. But how do you actually do it? How do you get good at being alone? Well, the idea here is that it's not something that just happens. It's a skill you have to cultivate, an art you can actually learn.
And here are some really practical ways to start. First, think of your life as a book. The experiences are the text, but the real wisdom comes from your reflection on it. That's the commentary. Second, every night before you sleep, just take a moment to review your day. Third, you've got to consciously cut down on the external noise. Less activity, less stimulus, just to give your mind a chance to quiet down. And fourth, keep a journal. It's a way to capture your thoughts and build a real record of your inner world.
So we've seen the problem with society, and we've got some practical steps for cultivating solitude. But what's the whole point? What's the ultimate payoff for mastering this art of being alone? Well, it's all about finding a very unique and much more durable kind of happiness. And here is the key takeaway. The author argues that if you're constantly looking for happiness out there, from other people, from worldly success, you're on a path to inevitable disappointment. True, lasting happiness is an inside job. It comes from being self-sufficient, from needing nothing outside of yourself to feel content.
And hey, this isn't some new idea. The text grounds this whole concept in classical wisdom, quoting Aristotle to show that this pursuit of inner richness has been seen as the key to a happy life for ages. It's the ability to say, everything I truly need, I carry right here with me.
So what does this self-sufficient happiness actually look and feel like? It's a deep peace of mind, free from the anxieties of social striving. It's that rare ability to fully enjoy the present moment without wishing you were somewhere else. It's freedom. And ultimately, it's a calm, peaceful existence flowing smoothly like a stream without the turbulent whirlpools of constant external drama.
This is such a powerful point. When you cultivate an inner life, you stop living in anxious anticipation of the future or regretful memory of the past. You learn to actually live in the present, which the author claims is the only time that is truly real. And when you can do that, happiness isn't something you have to chase. It becomes available in any moment you choose to fully experience it.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. Everything we've explored today runs directly counter to so much of modern life, doesn't it? But it asks a vital question. In our constant rush to connect, to share, to be seen, we might be overlooking a vast and rich territory inside ourselves. What might you find there if you dared to explore it?